This next video tutorial is going to show how to use the web host we set up in the earlier tutorial to create a MySQL database. We're not going to worry about setting up the actual tables inside it. This is just creating the database and its LinkedIn usernames. So I've logged into my account. I'm going to go onto the control panel, and then if I scroll down, there are different sort of sections in this. Where we're going to be dealing with is the software and services. Now there's, for MySQL, we've got PHPMyAdmin for when we're actually creating, editing tables, and also MySQL, which we have to use to actually create a blank database. So I'm going to click on the MySQL link. By default, it's come up with the auto-generated username, and we can put an extension for the database. So I'm going to put ICT test and then ICT user as the username. So that's what we need to use to log into the system. And entering in a password requires us to have a mixture of letters and numbers, and a minimum of 6 characters. Once we click on the create, it shows you the confirmation information. Note, the password that's entered in is given in plain text. Now, we can either go back to MySQL or back to our control panel if you want to add new users back to MySQL. Otherwise, click on the control panel, it takes us back to the front main page. And that's gone through with setting up the basic MySQL database. Now when we go into PHPMyAdmin, we now have the option to choose what user. Obviously need to change the password. We can just put down the bottom or at the top, click on the enter PHPMyAdmin, and it will take us in. So we've got a blank database, but it doesn't have a table at the moment, so we can obviously type in a different table. So for example, if I wanted to create a users table, I could add that and then the number of fields, and then click and go all the way through it. But that's going to be covered in a later tutorial.